Ugh. Honey. You can't bet them Vikings. Oh, have mercy. See, I got off to text you, Diane. Hey, Adrian. Hey, sister. Let me put my glasses on. Hey, sister. Y'all see my lashes? I got my refill today. I got my refill today. No, I'm just kidding. Uh, I'm about to go to Wingstop because I've been wanting some Wingstop all day. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. Going to get something to unpaid time, and I'm like, no. If somebody told me they were gonna do something, then one of y'all need to do it so I can get my money. If that was the case, I would have. Hey DJ, I would have stayed at work. You know what I mean? But I was told that it was going to be approved, so I left. I know how it be. I want to talk to you guys today about Jesus. No, I'm just kidding. No, really, I want to come on and just see how everybody's doing. Touch bases I haven't been on in a few days. Yeah, this stuff is growing out, Adrian. It ain't been out in a. You're so silly. She's working. Her name is Lala. I can't stand the way. It's not Lala. It's Lala. Her name is Shalala. Lala. But yeah, I was just observing life. As usual, I'm always just. Oh my God! Now the phone gonna ring. I'm always just paying attention. You know what I'm saying? With everything going on in the world, we tend to get to see the best and the worst of people, and of course, politics brings out the worst in people. Sometimes it shows you where our mindsets are as a people. Then you have things going on with the killing of the young lady in Chicago. My fear with that is that once we express our emotions about a thing and begin to chant, say the name, then that's where the politics will pick up and use it as a tool, as they often do with us. And that's pretty much all I'm saying about that, because I don't get into politics like that. But I know I ain't gonna let the people work me. No. Oh, let's get them water angry and mad and tell them we're gonna do this and that. Never do it. Anyway, I was just thinking about how often people hold on to things, and a lot of times they hold on to things and they have an art with their fellow man or woman, and will never say anything, but will carry an attitude as if the other party is aware. Be walking around having a whole issue with something you said or did to them, but say nothing. And then you will see they like to spit it out in bits and pieces to see who might grab onto it and be like, "What you talking about? Oh, what? That ain't never been my style." And I just don't understand a person who carries things that obviously bother them for so long and then try to make it into a thing. Obviously, it was never a thing. It didn't kill you. That's how I look at it. Um, Carrying offense is a dangerous thing. We can carry and harbor this offense and what are y'all doing? This offense and unforgiveness and all those things. And I've told you guys before, ultimately it affects you physically. A lot of people probably don't think so, but it's the truth. And a lot of times we have ailments in our body right now that we think is, oh, I got this kind of muscle ache, or oh, I feel this way in my stomach. And a lot of time it's something we're holding on to that is causing us to feel a certain way. But a lot of times people have a fear of letting go. Let it go. It's not going to, we always say what don't kill you make you stronger, whatever. But let it go, man. Like, why would we allow things to take over our mindset? Gotta run into place. And allow us to be, I guess y'all call it feeling some kind of way. When it don't pay the bills, it don't stop you from anything. It doesn't do anything. Especially if you're carrying something that another person doesn't even know about. I'm gonna get flagged again. Exactly, living in the head rent free. Like everybody is standing here looking, nobody's coming to the counter. I got the camera. Yep, I'm gonna get a copyright. Anywho, yeah, they're gonna have a copyright on there. They playing some good old music that'll get you a nice little hit. I know one day remember that day I went to the crumble cookie. I had a strike on my live and I can't remember where it came from. And it was that. It was actually that. So I'm back. I ain't want to play too much of that. It was jamming. But anyhow, we're carrying things around that mean us no good. Like, you can't be angry all your life. That's the way I look at it. Oh, man. Can't be angry all your life. That's the way I look at it. And then, another thing that I've noticed in life is people look for some sort of validation in people. Or from people. And that ain't where it's at. My validation comes from God, first and foremost. And if you can't get validation from there, you're going to be upset a lot. Yes, we have those people that affirm us here and there. But ultimately, it has to come from God. Or otherwise, no matter who gives it to you, it's really not going to matter. A lot of times, let's say with this YouTube, a lot of times, we've heard people say with all the chaos and drama going on, what's the end game? My idea would be, as a person who's not on the inside of all the craziness, my observation would be to walk away. Stop. You know what I mean? You don't have to participate, and if you stop participating, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? You lose followers, you lose subscribers. If somebody loses you for choosing to walk away from nonsense, then you probably don't want them following you anyway. That means they were just there for the chaos. And I said the other day, I said sometimes you gotta go down to come up. And that can be taken in a few ways, you know. If we're looking at it from a standpoint of making a shift that causes you to lose support or subscribers, then if you change your lane, if you will, if you change your lane in the middle of whatever the heck is going on and just do something totally different, you're bound to go down in numbers. That's fine to me, because I feel like the more your new content comes out, the more new people you'll incur. So sometimes you have to go down to come up. And we know this to be true as in it relates to prayer, you know, getting humble before God. Sometimes you got to get on your knees and put in a prayer before you can come up, before you're elevated. Sometimes you have to humble yourself before God so that you would then be elevated by God, versus how we tend to want to elevate ourselves. And then you just going down for no good reason. And like I said, that was just my observation. Sometimes you have to go down to come up. And a lot of people don't want to go down. You know what I'm saying? But I think if we look at it in the sense of going down in prayer, going down in worship, going down and coming up with a praise, God will bring you up. Sometimes that's just the way it has to be. We have to go down in order to come up. Sometimes. Especially when we're going and going. You know, I know for myself, there's times where I've been going and going and going. And sometimes you gotta stop and do a check and recalibrate some things, and maybe tweak a few things here and there. And if you don't, only thing that happens is you end up having to go down so you can come up. For me, it would be like with my business. My going down is going back to the basics in the hair business. You know, the things I started doing when I first came out to generate clientele, to build on to build my clientele, to generate and build on the clientele I already have, and to ultimately receive the money that I set out to make. Sometimes you have to go back to the basics. That would be, in my opinion, an instance of going down. You know, we done been doing it up here all this time. Sometimes you got to go back to what you know. We forget what once worked when we find other little tricks along the way until it run out. You know, some things, let me see what I'm trying to say. Some things work wonders when it's a new trick that you're pulling out your hat or your bag. But then when it's old, just like a toy, you know, a kid play with a toy for so long, but after a while they put that toy down and go play with something else. But you can never go wrong with, we have to go and make sure that our foundation is in check, that we have God centered in, why was that bus driver so fast? That we have God centered in all that we do and all that we say. I just think a lot of times we forget as human beings. If everything seems cool, it's all good until something happens. It's all good until something happens. And then when it happens, you most of the time are in a panic or don't really know how to handle it. And to me, it would be to remember, if prayer gets me from A to B, if it is a vehicle to speak to God and receive the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, shout out to Double Speaks, that we should be asking for, then I have to remember that. I have to remember that. I think a lot of times when we put down God like he's that toy I was just talking about, and we go on about our way. No, he ain't gonna come and be like, stop, no, don't go. You might get a few warnings, but after a while, it's like, that's my child. I already know what he's gonna do, so let me just sit and chill till you get back. The question is, will you go back? And I guess that's why I'm saying all offense, let it go. The feeling of thinking that you may lose something you think is important, let it go. Because at the end of the day, if you don't get back to ground zero, your strong foundation, which is in Christ, you're going to lose every time. You're either going to lose or you're going to struggle until. I'm not trying to struggle. Struggle is not, I mean, I welcome the struggle that I must endure, but I'm not trying to struggle with things that are self-inflicted. I can't get mad at myself when I get off my square, off of my point, and do something, and then I begin to struggle when the platform was already laid out for me. When I already had the message to do it this way. I already sought understanding for what I was walking into or trying to accomplish. Did I seek wisdom for it? Most likely. So once you go and operate outside those things, you're going to have chaos. You're going to have trials and tribulations. Added trials and tribulations, I would say. It's no fun. It is no fun. We all, life be lifing is what we like to say. But a lot of time we be using, if that's a word. It be strictly us, I really didn't have much to say. I just had a couple of things on my mind. Like I said, I see a lot of people living in offense. Forgive and move on. Let it go. Don't let that thing own you. That's how you get old and get wrinkles and have heart conditions and all that good stuff. If you got to do something, if you got to dare to be different, do something different than the crowd, than the status quo, that's fine. Do it. Don't be afraid of what you're going to lose. Start giving thanks for what you're going to gain. Sometimes when you hold on to something for too long, it just continues to drag you down. Sometimes you got to let a thing go. We'll tell people all the time, if you love someone, let it go. And if it returned to you, then it was yours. And if it didn't, it was never yours in the first place. Let it go. Do I need to sing it? Do I need to sing it? Oh, my gosh, it's look cute. No, I'm just kidding. Let me quit playing. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here with a quick word of encouragement. While I went to pick up my chicken that I've been wanting for about a week, yeah, man, don't carry offense. And if someone did something to you, or if you were offended by someone, don't always count on the fact that they know that they did something or what they did. Let it be known. If it's bothering you that much, go to them and let them know, hey, you did this and it rubbed me the wrong way. Give that person the opportunity to say, well, my bad, I didn't realize that, my fault. Or for them to be like, man, F you, I don't know what you're talking about. Whatever the answer gonna be, at least you went to them and got that mess off your chest. Don't carry the bull crap. And I almost said the word. And the other part is dare to be different. If being different means being a little bit unpopular at first, go be unpopular. Go be unpopular. That's how I look at it. And they say the nice guys finish last. They're the most unpopular. They're the ones that are unpopular. The nice guys. Everybody wants the bad boy. Go be the nice guy for a change. Be the nice girl for a change. Dare to be different. Dare to talk about things that nobody's thinking about talking about. Dare to address things that no one's thinking about addressing. Dare to, I don't know, talk about Tonka trucks. Just be different. Hey, realist, how are you, buddy? I ain't seen you in a while. Dare to be different. You never know how much being different will catapult you to the things that you thought you were working towards. I know that the God I serve is a God that can hopscotch with your life if he wants to. He can skip over things. He can take you places you never thought you were going. But sometimes it's all about how you move and groove, how you operate. So yeah, that's my two things. Let go of offense and dare to be different. Be great on today. I pray that God, as usual, touches each and every one of your lives in some way today. Some way you learn something that you did not know yesterday. I hope that you come in contact with someone that you can be an inspiration to, or that is an inspiration to you. If I said something today that resonated with you, thank God. If I didn't, I'll try again next time. Until next time, I will talk to y'all later. Bye bye.